A narcissist will rob you of your safe haven. The place where you should be able to have peace of mind, rest your thoughts, be able to be your true self, be able to just relax from the day, be able to confide in loved ones and know that they have your back. All of that is robbed when you are living with a narcissist. There is no conflict resolution. You never are able to come to any closure. There is no reasoning with the narcissist. No matter how much you try to reason, no matter how much you try to work things out and talk things out and get things worked out, they don't want a resolution. The chaos is what they feed off of. The chaos and the confusion and the frustration is what they feed off of. That feeds their spirits, because their spirits are not of the Lord. Their spirits are of the devil. So it feeds their demons. And so where you're seeking to come to a place of healthiness and growth, they want cycles of toxic patterns. They want to keep you in cycles of toxic patterns. Keep you confused. Keep you feeling like, why is it that the more you try to reach out and get closer to this person, the further away they seem to be. They seem to be just out of reach. Your relationship that you thought you had is always just out of reach. And you're wondering what is going on. They don't want a resolution. They don't want to resolve anything. They don't want peace. They want the chaos. That's what they like, and that's what they feed off of. They laugh about it, and then that gives them their release. All that pent-up frustration, trying to fake it and fake kind, it allows them to let it all out. They get frustrated every time they have to put on a happy face, and really angry when they have to show any true sympathy or empathy towards anybody. It's almost like it pains them, it angers them. And so coming home and taking it out on you, it gives them a release. It ain't that they had a bad day. It's that they didn't like the peace. They didn't like that they were demanded to operate in peace. Operate in peace on the job. Operate in peace in public. Operate in peace at church. No, it ain't that they went through anything in the day. It's just that they could not stand all that peace. And so they have to come home and abrupt something. Something has to be abrupted. Something has to be stirred up and strifed up so that they can get their frustrations out and get the amount of chaos that they're looking for. They can feed off of that chaos and feel that peace, and then they have this release, and you're frustrated. You're sitting there wondering what happened. Well, they just transfer their frustrations to you, that's all. Anything you share with a narcissist can and will be used as evidence against you and against your character. You thinking that you're giving them some inside information about yourself. You thinking you have a safe person you can open up to. And as soon as you do, you feel in the moment not the kind of calm that you felt like you thought you would have. You thinking that, oh, as you open up to this person and share this personal detail about your life, that you would have some kind of peace about it. But instead, there's this ambiguity. There's this feeling of maybe you shouldn't have said it to this person. And it's because a narcissist will take your business out in the street. It doesn't matter who they're speaking to. They know how to switch things up. When they're around someone whom they believe wants to hear positive things, oh, then they'll talk like their marriage is the best, their relationship is the best, their children are the best. But when they get around people who they can really be their true toxic self around, then they're talking about you and laughing about what you're going through and what happened to you in your childhood and what you shared with them. They're laughing about it with their peers who are like them. Narcissists enjoy toxicity. They enjoy darkness, and they hate peace. And that's why when you have gatherings and there's people around, you always get this feeling like somebody knows something about you that they really shouldn't know. You always get this sense of this eyes watching you, or this eerie presence of somebody has some inside scoop on you, and it's because they do. It's because they do. A narcissist tends to bait you into arguments. They will talk about someone and tear someone down and really go all in on the person. And you're sitting there in peace wanting to stay neutral about it. You don't have nothing against this person. You don't really want to say anything about this person. But they'll keep on berating this person to you to get you to say something minor, something to just ease them up and calm them down, so that they can feel like you heard them and that you understand where they're coming from. And the minute that you do say just the minorest of things, then all of a sudden every evil thing they have been saying about this person, they're going to put it on you. Oh, you said this about this person, and you said that about this person, and you felt this way about this person and that way about this person, when you never had anything to do against this person. But a narcissist needs someone to project their evils onto, so that they can appear like the good one all the time. They have to appear as the good one while doing their mean evilness. If you're on a home project and you're working on fixing up something in your house, you could be the one doing the majority of the work, and they can do some nonsensical part of it, something that really doesn't make any matter here or there, but they're going to take all the credit. Oh, look at what they did, and look at what they built, and this is what they did when you did all the work. Anytime you need to focus, anytime they see that you're working on something that you really need to focus on, then they're all about talking themselves up and all about creating commotion. But all before, when you were just mundanely watching TV, or mundanely just laying on the couch listening to some music, or just watching the children, or just in your own space, oh, then they don't really have nothing to say. But as soon as you start to put your hands to a project that requires focus, that's something that's gonna make you feel proud of yourself for accomplishing, oh, now all of the commotion is stirring up. Now they just, the pots and the pans and the children and everything that they can stir up, they're stirring up around you, so that you won't have no peace, and you got to stop what you're doing to see what all this commotion is about. It was all just to distract you. That's what it was. If you ever try to out a narcissist, if you ever try to tell the truth of who they really are, they will attack you severely and play the victim. No, it's you who is attacking them, and you who are arguing with them, and you who are the mean one, while they're the innocent one. And they'll put all their energy into projecting themselves into this innocent, docile way. They have this unseemly way of going from the aggressive, controlling, all-powerful being to being this sweet, soft, innocent little bird that can't do anything, that can't possibly be the one stirring up the problems. They'll always conduct themselves in this very calm, unusually calm way. When they want you to look like the bad person and they to look like this soft one. When they want you to look like the loud one and they to look like the gentle one. When really, it's just to camouflage all the evil that's in them. People typically will be able to express themselves. They'll be able to show their flaws. But a narcissist can never show any flaws. They're always on guard. They're always manipulating, and they're always very strategic about how they operate. So yeah, when you are living with a narcissist, your safe haven is robbed. Your peace of mind, your sanctuary is robbed. It has been invaded. It has been infiltrated by some kind of a virus. And you don't have the peace of home that you should have. So just know that it's never going to change. You're going to always be in that endless cycle of chaos as long as you're with that person. You're going to have to pray and see what God says to do about the situation, what direction he's taking you in, whether it can be resolved or whether you just need to leave this person. Sometimes that's God's way of telling you this is not the person he chose for you. This is the person you chose for yourself out of looks, out of convenience, out of just not wanting to be alone. God may be telling you this is not the person he chose for you. And you all be well.